Hi, I'm Mary Elizabeth, and today I'm here with my super best friend, Ashley Shane, who's come all the way from Montreal to do this social media book tag with me. Yay!
So, the social media book tag is basically, we're going to ask 7 questions about the social media of books. Woohoo!
Question number 1 is Twitter. What is your favorite shortest book? My favorite shortest book is The Great Good Thing by Roderick Townley. This is a book about the characters in books, which is really cool. I thought it was a super different take on just a novel in general. This girl, Sylvie, is a character in a book, and it's what happens to those characters when we close it. So there are some instances where I was so confused, and I thought it was a total acid trip because there was jam raining from the sky at one point. And then you find out that, oh no, this one kid's just eating jelly over reading the book. So it was a really neat take. It's got a totally different, it was weird. It was so cool.
Oh god.
It's got a totally different perspective on it, and I just loved it.
I chose Dragon Rider by Cornelia Fouque. It is a great book. It's basically about this boy helping the dragon find a place where dragons can live in peace forever. This is actually pretty thick.
She doesn't read small books ever, so this was the smallest that she had. We're gonna give that one to her because I don't want to argue. She's my best friend, so I'll let her have that one.
Question number 2. This is from Facebook. It is a book everyone pressured you into reading. Ooh. Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. I was not into the whole thing. It's basically, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about melodramatic teen girl who meets a super hot vampire whose skin sparkles and she wants to, you know, make love to him and stuff.
Ooh, my video just got R-rated! Whoa! Hot stuff! I chose The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I loved this book, but to be honest, I hated it for so long before I actually read it. I'll leave a link to my last video that I did for the review for it to give you sort of a larger synopsis. It's this girl Hazel, and it's her story with Augustus and battling cancer, and it's very good, very, very good. So sad. Have you read this book?
I've watched the movie, I never got to read it.
Oh my god, I did both. I'm glad that I did, but I wish that I hadn't. Yeah, so I was actually pretty pressured into this book, but not by anybody specific, but simply by the fact that it was cropping up everywhere. Eventually I was like, okay, I have to get it. Stop with all the hype. Like, oh my god, it was like a torrent of tidal waves, and I was drowning in this blue cover. And so I read it and loved it, and I'm glad that I did.
You cried, didn't you?
I totally cried. So question number 3 is for Tumblr, and it is a book that you read before it was cool. So the book that I read before it was cool, I don't actually have a copy with me right now, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. There was a lot of good things about this book. Yeah, there's a lot of great things going on right now. It's a really great book. I read it in high school, and barely anybody really knew about it, and then the movie came out, and then it's got Leonardo DiCaprio, and there was like bags and t-shirts and movie paraphernalia plastered everywhere, and I was like, oh, I remember that book, I read it. So that is definitely the one I'm gonna pick for before it was cool, because I had that shit done 5-6 years ago.
The book I read before it was cool was actually one she pressured me into. We read it together.
It was my favorite.
It is A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. It's about these 3 Baudelaire children who...
They're orphans.
They're orphans.
Their parents
now.
are dead.
Their parents are dead. They have this humongous fortune waiting for them. They're forced to go live with this beautiful man known as Count Olaf.
Who's done.
Kind and caring. Oh.
Wrong book.
Wrong. Yeah, okay. No, he's a... He is a bad
string of
person.
Vulgar language-related words. And spends 13 books chasing down these children, which is pretty questionable, if you ask me. Generally, it is written for a younger audience, but if you haven't read it yet, you definitely should.
Question number 4. From Myspace. We need to figure out a book, but we don't remember if we liked it or we didn't.
Does anyone even remember Myspace? What? That's so...
What?
Early
Facebook?
2000s.
Is that Facebook?
Is that like Facebook's older ugly brother?
So, my book first, Thirst by Christopher Pike. I was actually bought this by my father, and he said it was about vampires, so he told me I would love it. I read the whole first and second book, and I can't remember a thing.
For my choice, I chose After the Moment by Garrett Freeman Ware. I have no idea what this is about. I bought it probably when I was 18. I remember reading it, thinking that maybe it was going to be like another teen help book, and I don't know. I don't know. Question number 5 for Instagram. A book that was so pretty you just had to take a picture of it. So for this question, I chose The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare. So gorgeous. Hardcover. Hardcovers always have the nicest covers, I think. So much nicer
Definitely,
than paperback.
yeah.
And then you get to open it, and it's got an even nicer cover usually inside too. So there's always like a double whammy there. I recently put out a video that was talking about my favorite covers, so I go a little bit more into detail as to why this is my favorite cover. But as you can all see, it is so pretty, so shiny, and that is my choice.
My choice is Twilight Prophecy by Maggie Shane. Out of all of my books, this looked the best. It was the prettiest one I had, and I don't know, I love the swirling design. You can see it now. I love the rose, it's nice and red on black. I love the colors.
Soups fab.
Question number 6. This question comes from YouTube. What book do you want turned into a movie? Night World by L.J. Smith. No, I don't want it turned into one of those ones that destroys the book, where it puts like all 3 books into one movie. Don't do that, please.
Nobody likes that.
Each little book should have its own movie.
Or you know what? Because they're not that long stories, like a mini series.
That would
So
work.
each episode, or like 2 episodes, is each tiny story. Since there's so many little ones, I think that
There
would be
you
a good
go.
idea too.
But
Just
Night
put my 2
World
cents in there.
is an amazing series. Amazing. I have honestly, aside from Megan, never read much better.
So my choice for this question was actually really hard. My initial idea was to say The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, but as I'm pretty sure they're already going to make that into a movie, I wasn't going to take that one. I'm going to go with The Girl in the Steel Corset by Katie Cross. I just love it so far. It's this girl Finley in 1800s in England, and she's sort of flipping between this Jekyll and Hyde thing that she's got going on. There's some cute boys thrown in the mix. It's really, really steampunk as well, so I thought that would be really cool. I would volunteer to be in that movie.
She
I'm
likes
really
it
excited.
so much.
I love it.
She gave it to me for Christmas.
I bought her a set for Christmas. I was like, you have to read this!
You need it!
You have to! So, yeah, I would be really, really excited to see this one into a movie. Mr. Movie producers out there. Good stuff.
Do it.
Good stuff. Question number 7 is from Goodreads, and it is a book you would recommend to everyone. Now, my choice for this isn't actually a fiction novel. I went with The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. This book really, really inspired me to change so much about my life. I have recommended it to everyone at my book club. I've recommended it to my family members. I'm pretty sure I've recommended it to you. I don't think you've read it, though. It's just really great. It's this woman's quest to make herself happier in life and all the little things that you can do in your daily life to be happier, to find happiness. A good example is to have a clear shelf. If you have one clear shelf somewhere in your house, it makes your whole life feel less cluttered. So there is a tip for you, readers. It's an awesome one. It really does work.
You want to be happy like her?
Because I'm happy all the time. 24/7, I'm the most optimistic person. I'm so happy all the time. So happy.
All the time. Probably
Soups
because
Haps.
of this book.
Soups Haps. This book right here, Gretchen Rubin. You can sign up for her emails too. I get all these kinds of fun quotes and happiness ideas right in my inbox every single day.
My choice for this is fiction.
That's okay.
It is actually a series called The Black Dagger Brotherhood by R.J. Ward. This is a great fictional series.
That's okay. No hate.
There's multiple books in the series. Each book focuses on one love interest. There's a group of supreme vampires, and each male in the group has a book all to themselves about their one special love interest. And I actually just bought her the first book in the series today.
I have the first one now, so I can read it, and I'm so excited to get into it because I value your recommendations because I'm a good friend. So that's it for our social media book tag. We hope you guys liked it and enjoyed the books we had.
All of these books, completely great to read.
Totally
if you
recommend
get the chance, do it. Read it.
Read those books.
Read them.
They're fantastic. So for the social media book tag, we are going to tag all of you out there who are viewing this video right now. We are going to leave all of the questions down below, and we would love to hear from you.
Tell us what you recommend. Put it down in the comments, and we can maybe even look at your recommendation.
We are so excited to hear from you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and we can't wait to see you next time. Bye!
Woo!
Choking, carefully. I like that. You like that. Different. I think you look good. Okay. You are just a ball of self-confidence. I'm stage fright doing this. I never filmed anybody before. Oh, wow. I've never filmed, period. So, I hope not. I'm kidding. Lady jokes. I don't like to start my videos, and I have stage fright with you being here, honestly. Okay. I'm not here. That person? You just centered it more on me? Oh, I have stage fright with you being here. Let me get you in the shot a little bit more. Really? I'm assuming you've read that. Yeah. I just can't remember it completely. This is so friggin'... These people and their furry friend are in search of a mythical place where oh. Okay. that's pretty much what I'm gonna go with. Oh, I was really confused why they called the dragon their furry friend. Makes sense. You're 6.5. My Fault in Stars video was like an hour and 20 minutes of filming. I was just dicking around on the camera. There's so much editing. The more we talk about it, the more you have to do. Alright. Okay. No ops. Listen, you. Me. Listen. Okay. I just hit my foot. Can you imagine? For me, this book... No, that's way too stupid way to start. How do I start this? Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. We hope you liked it. That was stupid. I paused it. I hope you like it. Oh gosh, I got stuck in my lip gloss. So for this book tag, we are going to tag all of you out there who are watching it. Oh shit, I messed that up. I was gonna say we're reading. Are you reading my voice right now? Are you reading me? Oh, that was good. That was just fast. Out there who's reading this? Shit again. Reading. Read us. Read us quietly. Do you want me to try? I'll try. Just this part. My words. The English. It's not happening. The camera hates me. Alright then. That was good. I can feel like a catchphrase. Alright!
Perfect. That actually
That went
that
well.
was fairly decent.